Hello, lovely book dragons, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Joana, and I love to talk about books, specifically fantasy books on my channel. Today, I'm with one of my booktube besties, Sophia. Hi, Sophia.
Hello.
And Sophia is like, we became friends because of Brandon Sanderson, and so we thought, how better to solidify? No, to make our friendship even stronger. We decided to do the Brandon Sanderson challenge, which we saw on Jay's channel, who is Captured in Words. I will leave it linked in the description, where we read each other passages from Brandon Sanderson books that we have read, and then we need to see if we guess it. But we're not going to do it the easy way like Jay did, where there were words like if Vin appeared, his girlfriend said Vin. That gives it away. So when there's a location or a word that is very specific, like Steel Inquisitor or something like that, we would leave it out. Locations, names, all of that is going to be blanked out, and then we're going to see if we can guess what Brandon Sanderson book it is. And if we win, so we have a reward and a punishment. If I win, I can buy a book that I'm interested in, and if I lose, Sophia has to pick a book that she thinks is going to be challenging, and I have to read it. Correct?
Correct.
All right, so introduce yourself, talk a little bit about your channel, and then we can start this challenge.
So I'm Sophia from the channel Sophia's Thoughts. I also like reading books, mostly fantasy books. I do try to read a little bit more broadly, but honestly it doesn't work very often, and I just end up defaulting back to fantasy. And of course, I do love Brandon Sanderson. So Brando Sando.
I'm going to close my eyes and you can show them the first book and start reading. Oh yeah, so we're going to do it like this. If I get it on the first try, I get 3 points. If I get it on the second sentence, I get 2 points. And on the third sentence, I get 1 point. And so there's 15 total points that we can get. And if I get 10 points, I win. If I get less than 10 points, I lose. Are you ready?
So the first book is this one. You can open your eyes. You ready?
No.
I'm just going to say like blank for places and people and whatever. Okay.
All right.
So, first sentence. He worried about her. She obviously didn't know how dangerous blank could be.
I have a guess. So if I guess now and it's wrong, do I still get a second chance for 2 points? What? You're very strict.
I'm very strict. Them's the rules.
Could you just reread it one more time, please?
Yeah, of course. He worried about her. She obviously didn't know how dangerous blank could be.
Okay, I'm gonna, you know what? Go big or go home, right? Right. I'm gonna say Warbreaker.
Oh, no.
No! Dang it. All right.
Okay, do you want another sentence? You won't get points, but
yeah.
You still can guess. Yeah. So he worried about her. She obviously didn't know how dangerous blank could be. There was so much more to politics in the city than simple parties and petty intrigues.
All right, so it's a Mistborn book. It's either Final Empire, Well of Ascension. I'm thinking, oh, this is Kelsier, so this is the Final Empire. Is it?
Well, it is the Final Empire. It wasn't Kelsier, it was Elend.
Ah, it was Elend, yeah, it was one or the other. Dang it!
Yeah. Yay!
You sure I can get 2 points?
1 point. You can have 1 point. 1 point.
Okay.
This is quite hard.
No, thanks.
Sorry. My elbow knocked the breath out of him, preventing him from shouting out.
But there's the word breath. It could be Warbreaker, but I'm not going to go on that one again.
Think about the perspective.
Go again?
My elbow knocked the breath out of him, preventing him from shouting out.
You're right. This must be Skyward. Or Steelhearts. It's one of those. Because I think all of his Cosmere books are in third person. Right?
I think so.
I think so. So it's either or. I just don't know. It's either Steelheart or... Because I haven't read further in Steelheart and I haven't read Starsight, so you wouldn't pick those.
No. I've only picked from books that you've read.
I've read. I elbowed him, knocking the breath out of him. Basically, right?
You want me to read it again?
Yeah, if you will.
My elbow knocked the breath out of him, preventing him from shouting out.
Could you do a second sentence, please?
Okay. My elbow knocked the breath out of him, preventing him from shouting out. So, while he was stunned, I hooked my ankle around his and sent him slamming backward to the floor.
I'm gonna go with Skyward.
So that you've got 3 points so far?
I have 3 points now.
Yeah. Yay. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
The next one is this baby just here. Okay, you can look.
You said baby, so it must be Stormlight Archive book.
Not necessarily. I feel that way about all of Sanderson's books. True. I've been tempted to do like a ranking video, but like, how do you rank books that are all 5 stars?
Exactly. I've thought about that too, and I was like, I could never put a Brandon Sanderson book in like a not so good tier or like average tier. I'm like,
they all end up in like S tier, but in a different order.
Exactly.
No point. Okay, so first sentence. Fireworks sprayed sparks upward in a fountain of light.
Are there fireworks in Stormlight? I don't think so. It could be. It sounds like it would be Warbreaker because of like the wedding and stuff, you know? And I would think at a wedding you would have fireworks, maybe, if you are in the Cosmere somewhere. You know what? I'm going to lose anyway, because this is the 3rd book. We only have 5 books. I can never get all the points. I'm going to say Warbreaker. Oh, yes! All right, so I have 6 points. I still have a chance.
You still have a chance. You only have to guess it on the second sentence for the next 2. You can do that.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, I feel like this is relatively an easy one I've picked, hopefully. Keep your eyes closed.
Yes.
Okay, you can open them. I'll be surprised if you don't get this from the first sentence. No, I think I'm being quite kind here. Okay, so first sentence. It's a bit of a long one. Apologies. The barracks formed blocks in an enormous ring, and in the centre of them was a more populated part of camp, the bustling section that connected Blank's living complex along with the quarters of various Blank and generals.
This has to be a Stormlight book. Is it The Way of Kings?
Is that your answer?
I don't know. Is it my answer? You know what? Since I can go to a second sentence, let's go to a second sentence.
Okay. So I'll read it all again.
Mm-hmm.
So the barracks formed blocks in an enormous ring, and in the centre of them was a more populated part of camp. The bustling sections that contained Blank's living complex, along with the quarters of the various Blank and generals. Blank's complex was a mound-like stone bunker with fluttering banners and scuttling clerks carrying armfuls of ledgers.
I can't decide if it's which one is. I'm gonna go with Way of Kings. Is it Words of Radiance? Okay. I didn't know which one it was. See, you put pressure. Said it was easy.
Well, I thought it was because it's talking about the camp, and you don't really get Dalinar talking about his camp in Way of Kings.
Oh, that's true. I've only read them once, years ago.
Oh, sorry, I keep thinking because I've read them like 3 times. I'm showing the book now. And it's safe to look. The first sentence is, it's difficult from the first sentence, but it's easier from the second.
Okay.
The members of the room nodded, as did Blank.
Okay, go ahead for a second. That's like...
The members of the room nodded, as did Blank. They knew from personal experience how much power a small rebellion could exert on an empire.
But which one is it? Is it the Well of Ascension? It's the Hero of Ages. I'm always one wrong. Okay, well, I lost, clearly, because I only got to 6 points. So, Sophia, you get to pick a book for me that you think is going to be challenging and that I need to read.
Do I have to pick right now?
No, you don't have to.
Good. Think about it.
Yeah, I haven't thought about yours either. So then I will vlog my experience reading that book.
Good
and
idea.
I will put it on the YouTube channel. Let's see. Yay! So this was rather short because I either sucked or I was just like, let's go all out and guess.
I mean, I can grab another book if you want a bonus round.
Do it.
Okay, I've shown the book. Now I need to find a passage.
Okay, so this is just for a bonus round. This one doesn't count for points, but I just felt like playing one more round.
So, you ready? The hardest thing in the world for blank to do was nothing.
Go for a second sentence.
The hardest thing in the world for blank to do was nothing. It was excruciating to watch one of his soldiers fight for his life against a skilled, dangerous opponent and do nothing to help.
I'm thinking this is a Stormlight book. You already had Words of Radiance. And that scene that I was thinking is... Because there's a fight in every single one of those books.
True. But think about who could be speaking. Or not speaking. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Whose perspective we're in. I don't know. I think it's... This could be a Kaladin point of view. In which book could he be watching someone and not jump in? I would have...
You want the third sentence?
Yeah, do it. Do this is the third sentence.
So, the hardest thing in the world for blank to do was nothing. It was excruciating to watch one of his soldiers fight for his life against a skilled, dangerous opponent and do nothing to help. Blank was a being of incredible age. The spirit of a blank, long dead, turned into something more akin to a blank, a force of nature.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's either one of the last two. He's too depressed in Rhythm of War. I'm gonna say Oathbringer. Sorry, my boy Cal. I'm sorry. Is it Oathbringer?
No.
Rhythm of War? Seriously?
No.
He's too depressed to be
Right
thinking.
near the beginning, he's not quite so depressed yet.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Actually, I won't say that. Spoilers, but you know, the thing that makes him really depressed hasn't happened yet.
All right. Well, even that bonus round wouldn't have saved me, even if we'd counted the points. So
I'm so sorry.
that's okay. I knew what was
I'm
going to
probably not going to do any better.
Oh, you are. I'm sure you've read them multiple times.
I have, but still.
All right. So this was my version of the Brandon Sanderson challenge. Clearly, I sucked. So Sophia's going to pick out a challenging book for me to read. But if you want to see how Sophia does, I will leave her channel link down below. And you can go right ahead on her channel and see how she does. And if she gets to read a difficult book, or if she gets to, you know, buy herself something nice, or I buy her something nice, which is probably what's going to happen.
I'm doing a little good luck dance.
I should have done a good luck dance before. So thank you, Sophia, so much. This was a lot of fun. And
Thank you for having me.
well, you're welcome. And then, yeah, we will see you on Sophia's channel in like 6 seconds. Because when you're done with this, there's no reason you shouldn't go on her channel. Unless you come from her channel and then you are here, then you don't need to go in a loop because there's no point to
Unless
that.
you want to.
Yeah,
I mean,
unless you
you
want
can
to.
go around and watch them again and again if you want, but...
But what you can do is if you have come from Sophia's channel and you haven't seen her Brandon Sanderson, if you like this, you like that recommendations, then you can watch that because that's a Brandon Sanderson video you did. And yeah, that is going to be it from us today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.